بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you wherever you are. Welcome you again with the program. This is second part of the Fatwa Life that comes to you on Thursday, the 25th of Ramadan. The first question, whatever is called drop services. There was indication to me last time as if it needs more details, more clarification. Drop services to get to do a work for certain money, a specific price, then to rent or to get someone who could do the job. And the difference between the two is what you make. So you take the contract and then you hire someone to do it, and you pay him a specific amount that's less than what you get in, and you make your profit out of the two things. There is no problem with the drop service. It is allowed, permissible. All types of hiring like that is allowed, but the condition that the service that you are doing, it is permissible. You cannot do a service that is forbidden, or to make like to rent for liquor or any of those sort of businesses that is forbidden by Islam. The good and bad are not equal. There should not be a condition, the one who is doing the drop service, to do it by himself. If it was asked to do that and accepted, then he needs to do it himself. He cannot hire somebody else to do it for him. Allah said, "Oh, you believe, fulfill the contract and do the covenant you are responsible for." The Muslims, they stand where their conditions are. So there could be a condition in that formality, because the services, as known, could be done directly or through a third party, with the guarantee from the first party. So whether he or somebody else perform it, he is responsible for it. Again, unless there was a condition that he himself do it. Sometimes the person like you could say, I want you to do a certain member, a part, furniture, and I want it with this condition, and I want you to do it. Then you have to do it. Second question. My mother, she bought a house and she put it under her name, my name, and my brother's name. My brother died and his wife died. My brother, he had a son, he's 20 years old, and a daughter, 15 years old. And I'm taking care of them. So there will be no family issues. So my mom decided to give me her share in the apartment, and I bought it. And I put some people to evaluate how much this is worth so I could give my nephews their share. What are their share? And do I tell them, tell him the whole story? What I'm giving to them is for their share in inheritance. This could cause problems. Or do I put it in their account and it is that they are receiving their money? There is nothing except my mother, my son, I mean the son and the daughter. The share of your brother is inheritance. They inherit while they're still alive when he died. His share is inheritance. That his inheritance will inherit what he inherited. Was still alive when he died. And if it is like, then the mother will get 1/6, because Allah said, for the fathers, for each one 1/6 from what he did if he had sons. And for the kids, they have the rest. For the male, doubles the share of the woman. Because Allah said, Allah is advising in your kids for the male, double the share of the female. And you need to inform them and to put witnesses when you give it to them from those, because you don't want no dispute in the future. Allah said, and do test the orphans until they reach maturity. If you found maturity in them, then give them their money and do not eat it. And whomever is rich, let him give up or like be humble. And if he is poor, then to take whatever he's just barely need. And it's enough that Allah is putting everybody accountable. So originally you have to give it and to put witnesses. But if you fear the corruption, it is you must bring things to his people and to do all types of precautions to make sure if they come to dispute for their share of the inheritance, there will be documentation that they received it fully. Another question about the some of the scholars, they said the zakah obligated on those who have a big salary more than his need, even if he did not save and no money is left. It is zakah on the origins of the salary. He said, I've never heard this. Is this really a considerable thought? And they are using what Ibn Abbas said. The person, he needs to embed zakah when he is reaching that. Well, the monthly maybe what they are doing, that it is required every month, because this is when you cultivate. Once that's when you get. This is very weak evidence, and it's not even true, and it has no application ever before, because the companies, they had rental from real estate, and they have salary, and no scholar or those who follow the companions that you have to pay zakah before it is 1 year. The money, it needs their minimum, and then it's zakah. It's the year. So in the currency and the gold and silver, it is 85 grams of pure gold or 595 of the grams of silver. And what is required is quarter of the tenth, which is 0.25 out of 1,000. And for the agriculture, the wasq is 16 sa, and then it's not on the salary, but it is on whatever left from the salary. When it's reached a year, then that's the one that you make the zakat. One of the evidence of that, what is narrated, Ibn Abbas said, the man benefit from the money. He makes zakat every time he benefit from it. Meaning, he's talking about the zakah of what the people bring out of the ground. And the people of Al Medina, the word mal is on the land and what you own from the land. So if that's what his intention, then the scholar said, we don't know on what face is his hadith, because the application of the companions and those who followed is the best evidence of what is meant with the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. Unless somebody has money is required to do it, and he is benefit when it's required on it, another money. And we said the rule is to add it to it and make zakah, to say that he bring it to his money. It is accepted by some of the scholars use, and others say this is the not the new money, so there is no zakah on it until the whole year passes by, and he don't see that he is supposed to bring it to what is required, the zakah. And the other one that talking about the zakah of the cultivation. Allah said, oh, you believe, spend from the goodness that we have given you, and what you have earned, and whatever we have provided from the earth. And in this, and give the duty of on the day of your cultivation. But the silver and gold should not be required except the whole year passes by. And this is the majority of the scholars. And only a minority will be against. And Ibn Abbas said, whomever had the gold, or then he needs to pay the zakah immediately. And this is something no one accepted from the scholars, nor any of the of the Companion, or the people who make fatwa, except a narration from Al Awza'i. So it looks like this is weak. There is no zakah on the sale until it's the whole year passes by. I heard the hadith, whomever read the last of Surah Al-Baqarah is enough for him. And some said it is the whole night. Does it mean that in the reward it is the same like the reward of the night prayer? And also those who did the 100 ayah or muqantarin, they are 1000 ayah, they're not equal with Allah Azza wa Jal. And for each are levels that of what they did, and Allah don't do anybody any harm. Allah is not equated with those who wished, and who those who acted, and those who it's easy to be a muqantarin, to stay of Tabarak and Amma, the last two juz, it will be 1000 ayah. In Surah Amma, these are short. Try it in some nuts and do not prevent yourself. And I doubt a lot that Abbas is gas. Every time I move, I hear some bubbles. I don't know. I don't feel anything. My brother, these are doubts. Do not give up yourself to it. Do not take, let it take over you. Don't react until you hear something or you find bad smell. If both of them are gone, all of the others is uh, imagination. The shaitan is bringing nazir on you. So don't give up to his ways. Allah said the shaitan is your enemy, so take him as an enemy. A friend, he saw in his dream that the Prophet ﷺ to tell me, do Umrah and pray in the Rawda so you get your stuff. Is that true? Do I have to do this? That's an order from the Prophet. I don't know the accuracy of your friend's the rule. Whomever saw me in the manam, he has seen me. And you found him on the calamity. So if he described to us so what you see in the dream is not something that's going to require you to do any work because the inspiration is finished with the leaving of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the dream could be a good glad tiding or a bad one. So and a servant, I corrected his body and I gave him more sustenance. He will go 1 year after the other, and he don't come to me, he is prevented. But if uh, if I didn't do the Umrah, I won't get my issue. No, I will not go that far. If we could do Umrah, that's good. If not, you're too close to Hajj. So if you are reminded after the Prophet ﷺ, it's required that you do fulfill, but there is no obligation unless you never made Umrah before. The vision, the dreams, is not a source of forbidden or allowed. If you are among those that has doubts, and you look, you are. Whomever is overwhelmed by doubt, just don't worry about it and put it behind you. To be stubborn against the shaitan, and to fight him and to force him. Now after that you get the sujood al-sahw. And to do before or after, it's big. Is the even though There's no other alternative but that. There's education online, meaning they will save you between you and the مدرس. وثق there's a form of what the Prophet ﷺ said that this matter will reach east, whatever the and there will be no place except they will enter this religion with protection. And if you have the chance to teach, you go to a public area and you could listen, that is the best way to learn. But number two after that, this is online that we open for today. And it's always said, no one should blame a light that has no, there's no darkness in here. Education from further place that will bring, it is one of Allah's bounties. And the time has changed and the distances are getting close, so that will give more ways to learn. I have a problem of what was, and I always have an extra many. Sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't. I repeat the prayer several times. Since you got this kind of doubt, remember for those who have big doubt to not to worry about it, and don't keep looking. Whoever had the doubt, he needs to work behind his back. May Allah guide us. The last question tonight about Zakat al-Fitr and brought so many issues. So be careful about two items. The first one, some of the messages they're asking us. We are expected Zakat al-Fitr every year, $10,000 for example. It doesn't come in one alone. But from our expectations and previous, we take this money and we give it away ahead of time. And we take it to the right path in the right time. And we get it from people later on. Some people, they delay, even they do it before the Eid, they do it after Eid. Or second day of Eid. And then in the Fitr, it has timing. It finishes with the Eid prayers. Who comes after Eid, it is charity. It's not Zakat al-Fitr. It came to you, but if you, what you give is a charity, not more. This will not be far from you. But you do not get the obligation. what you are doing is not paying. Just like who missed Jum'ah. He didn't pray Jum'ah after that. That's it. He prayed Dhuhr. So those who missed the Zakat Fitr, it's not Zakat Fitr anymore. It's already passed, just like Jum'ah. It's already finished. But the replacement is Dhuhr. The Qada is not called, it's not Friday. It's called something different. Salat al-Dhuhr. So whatever give after prayer, the one who put this rule is the Prophet ﷺ. He said before the prayer it is zakat accepted, and whomever give it after, it is a charity. You are prevented from these beautiful things. The intention of the zakat has to be with the given away. I give the zakat, someone who didn't hear about me, didn't know about how he did not give me permission or anything. So there could be some kind of attorney or all people give the administration a correct intention that it will take the zakah in your hand, and they are willing to give you its value, so we could give to you the, so you give it on the right time and do your best and do not delay, so we could fulfill this farida. So it's not good that I'll give the fitr before actual the poor. The second thing, those who are lazy and they came after the prayer, the second, third day, and bring the zakat fitr. These are closed after the prayer. They will be taken out. It's over with. We don't give the fitr. The one who have a problem, he's coming with his issue, enter the office. He don't go immediately. There is no access to put the money in the zakat fitr. If you tell I'm busy, I'm traveling, if he has an excuse, it will be accepted as a charity. If not, we'll tell him we're gonna take it away from you, we'll direct it, but it's not going to be zakat al-fitr. سبحانك نشهد ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك.